if you're at this point of time pre-product market fit, should you use your content for performance marketing or should you use your content for branding? Let's talk more about it. Hi, this is Joseph from Growthfluence. We are a market research and advisory firm for SaaS companies. We help them land and expand enterprise clients. I hope you're safe. Let's talk about what do we do with content if you're pre-product market fit. Now, if you look at how most of them use content, they use content to actually generate leads. And the thing that's the biggest problem when I meet founders who are pre-product market fit, one of the challenges and biggest complaints that they have is that they're not doing enough to generate leads and there's no pipeline velocity. That's a bigger challenge that they are trying to tackle. But in essence, it's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is to position yourself, build a brand, and then be able to use your content for performance marketing. What is performance marketing? Performance marketing is all about how you measure what you do and against the outcomes of what you're basically putting out there. So it could be your keyword rankings, it could be clicks, it could be conversions, and so on and so forth, right? Now, what's the greatest benefit of doing this? The greatest benefit of using content as a branding weapon is you're able to build affinity with your potential target audience. You're also able to draw investor interest, and you're also able to use this as an employer branding platform to talk about your company, talk about who you are, and be able to draw interest and hire the right kind of team early on. And they're going to look at what you do and kind of have a good mental picture of what they can expect, right? So that's what it's all about. So what do you talk from a content strategy point of view? Simple things. What are you doing right now? What's your experience in building your product? How is your culture like? You could talk about, what's your view on the market and what's your perspective on growth and things like that, right? So that gives a good perspective for people to understand who you are, and they see a face to the name, and it really helps. That's how you build it. Buffer is a great example. When both Joel and Leo started Buffer, the way they grew it was through content, and especially they started guest posting their blog and what they were writing in several places. That brought in interest and people started to know about them, and then they went next step and they started curating more blogs and more articles and ideas. They brought it together, they shared it again, and then they went ahead and spruced up the whole social media shares, and then they looked at repurposing the content and putting it back out there. So they had a large repository of these amazing ideas and they kept putting it out there. They also spoke a lot about their culture. They spoke about what's really happening at Buffer, and Buffer is notoriously known for its open culture, for its transparent culture. In fact, everybody knows what each of them get in terms of their salaries, in terms of the remuneration, and so on and so forth. And so there's nothing secretive about what they do, right? So that's how you really interact, and Buffer has really grown leaps and bounds, and that's something that you should also look at if you're pre-product market fit. So use content to build relationships, build this engagement, and then when you hit product market fit, you can really think about performance marketing. This is my 2 cents for the day. I hope you're safe, stay safe, and let's keep connecting.